So as I'm recording this video, it is a couple days after Thanksgiving, 2022. But here in 1807, it's 1300 hours on June 6th. I wanted to bring you up to date on what's happening because we've had a lot of things break over the course of the morning. So I wanted you to see them. Number one, our folks here continue to march. We can see Lestock's boys are continuing to make their way here. I use these markers. That's how I do this. Oh, geez. He's caught up. So we're going to mark him down to have it. This is a little peek behind the curtain, I guess. How I mark fatigue and how I mark distances march. Now they get actually a slightly longer march than the shabby 2 kilometers per hour that the Russians get. The Prussians get to go a little bit faster, but not a whole ton faster, I will confess. So that's how they do that. I forgot to do that, so we had to remember. So they're continuing to counter march all the way back to here. They've been told they're there. Those guys are still there resting. These guys are still here waiting to see something happen. They are too. But here. Mortier has made his way up to Bischofstein, has found Colbert's cavalry here. Our guy Napoleon has realized just how clustered up his troops are. He's ordered Bessières this way, taking with him these two good units of dragoons, along with his own cavalry. So they're going to march off this way. He's ordered Ney to trek up this way, which was actually counter the march that Ney had planned. So he's got to turn his bus around and head up this way. Meanwhile, Lannes is riding heck for leather this way, bringing up his corps and the guard. That's the Imperial Guard, bringing them with him up this way. And then, meanwhile, Marat. Our guy Marat is using these fellas here. It's LaSalle. I figure who else would it be? They're tearing apart this bridge. It's going to take about 4 hours to do real damage tearing out the planking. You can't blow up bridges in La Val de l'Aigle, but you can do significant damage. So they're doing that. These guys are booking back this way to tear up that bridge. So they're heading over this way. But he's also dispatched 2 units to help down here. This is 1, 2 corps, as well as 2 really high-quality cavalry units from the Cavalry Reserve chasing this division and this division. They have made their way all the way to here, and they've been allowed to withdraw fairly unmolested from Lamza. So, yeah, that's a lot of guys. They've deployed. Now, these fellas have said they're going to pursue, but I'm going to have to ask them because there is a cavalry reserve. Now, remember, Meller's fellas, how long are they again? They're 10.5 kilometers long. They're still here, give or take. So it's not going to be that easy to catch them, although they are deadly slow. Oh my goodness, are they deadly slow? And then finally, Massena has made his way here to Pultusk and is parked. So I don't know what's going to happen. There's been a lot of communicating. Bernadotte's done an excellent job of telling everybody what's going on. Napoleon's a little frustrated, but he just got pounded on the 1300 hour with a whole bunch of different missives, some of which are wildly out of date. And one of them is the better part of it, I think, a full day old. I don't know. Folks are in the wrong place. That's a whole lot of Russians up here with the Prussians in the bargain against this corps, and these guys are going this way, these guys are going that way. I don't know. I forget what his intention is for Lannes' boys. He's got to find those Russians. Eknal seems to have a sense. He's Napoleon. He seems to have a sense as to where the Russians are, even if he's just using the powers of the force. Will he find him? I don't know. But that is what we know for 1300